the last episode of my Canadian trip. Find out if the Niagara Falls are worth it or just a tourist trap. Explore the beautiful surrounding region, also known for its vineyards. In the previous episodes, you have seen Toronto and its locals, learned about the Mennonites, and explored the awesome Algonquin Park during Indian summer. Subscribe so you don't miss anything. Today I'm driving south from Huntsville to Niagara Falls, a distance of about 350 kilometers.
Driving on a very busy Queen Elizabeth Highway, I just made a stop in Grimsby. It's absolutely beautiful town. Many houses are decorated in a very nice way.
The houses are often called gingerbread cottages or painted ladies. Nowadays, a residential area started in the mid-19th century as the religious Methodist campground with tents. They were transformed into cottages and nowadays residential homes.
And it bursts of nature. I see squirrels, like there.
And at many more spots. Grimsby Beach is located at the waterfront. It's very calm and has nice views on Lake Ontario, making it possible to see Toronto. Definitely worth a stop. I'm continuing to Niagara Falls. Excited I'm almost there. But what is this? Walking from my hotel to the Niagara Falls, I'm passing through Clifton Hill.
So I was prepared for seeing quite a few tourists, but I'm about 5 minutes in the city now, and it's like a zoo. There's just people, there's just attractions, there's lights. I would really hope for not a single individual to live in this town. I'm moving quickly to get to the falls, because in a few minutes, sun is going to set. I really want to see the falls with the last bits of sunlight for today. And finally, I've reached the Niagara Falls.
Across the water, you find the United States. Fun fact, it's the oldest state park in the US. The name is believed to come from the Iroquoian word Ongiwara, meaning thunder of waters. There's officially 3 waterfalls here. On the US side 2, and the largest one on the Canadian side.
And the Niagara Falls not always have been here. Because of erosion, the waterfalls moved for about a meter per year. For the last years, this has been decreased to 10 centimeters because a lot of water is going through a power plant now. Still, the amount of water going through is spectacular.
This part of the falls, close to Clifton Hill, is busy with people and attractions like boat tours and zip lines. A total of 12 million visitors come to the falls every year. It's also great to visit by night as projections lighten up the waterfalls. Colors vary per occasion, as they often highlight specific remembrance days or celebrations. Also, fireworks shows are organized. Unmissable is the Skylon Tower, built for tourists and used for that. It features both indoor and outdoor observation decks and a revolving dining room. In 52 seconds, the elevators, nicknamed Yellow Bugs, transport you to the top. This design influenced Toronto's CN Tower. Not surprisingly, on the ground floor you find an arcade hall, gift shop and photo booths. As it's getting bedtime, I'll be back at the falls tomorrow.
My opinion has not changed since yesterday. I still find it a very sad place. It has nothing to do with the Niagara Falls and it's just here for touristic purposes. And whereas the size of the Niagara Falls is immense, I would say it's not the nicest waterfalls I've seen before. Especially the Oxtongue River wrecked falls that I visited driving up north to the Algonquin Park. They were really nice and spectacular and natural. So in terms of size, definitely worth a visit, but in terms of spectacularity, wow, not too much for me. And actually getting closer to the Table Rock, which is the biggest one of the Niagara Falls, you start feeling the water spray. And I have to admit, that is something more spectacular and that is nice with the Niagara Falls. It is actually quite funny seeing how everyone is struggling with the rain and this water spray. And here you will also find the visitor center, which is right there. And what I said before is some light spray. Actually here it turned out to be heavy rain close to the falls. And this is quite spectacular, and this is actually what I like about the Niagara Falls. Here you find more natural things compared to just touristic things and candy shops.
If this seems too intense for you, from the Table Rock Welcome Center you can get a peek on the falls as well. From the inside, warm and dry. It was last renovated in 2008 and features a gift shop for all your souvenirs. Also quite random things. And through behind the falls, a paid option to get close to the falls. At the back, they have invented the spectacular Falls Incline Railway.
Asking you for $7 for a two-way ride. In Europe you would probably just see some outdoor escalators. Or just some stairs, because you can walk, right? And here, about 50 meters away from the falls, it's dry again. So it's really the water that is sprayed around. And that means if you want to get the experience of getting soaked here at Niagara Falls, there's no need to go on a boat tour. You can just stand next to the Welcome Center.
I'm leaving the Niagara Falls behind and continue a few kilometers downstream to the historic Whirlpool Aerocar.
And this Aerocar has been here for about 100 years. It all started with an inclined railway that they powered by iron buckets carrying the water from the falls. And then there was a businessman with a proposal to make some more touristic attraction. And that's how they got to the Aerocar.
The Aerocar is open April through November and offers spectacular views on the rapids below. It's a nice outlook, so even if you're not boarding the Aerocar, good for a visit. Driving a few minutes downstream brings you to Niagara Glen Nature Center. From the visitor center you can visit the nice trails to the rapids. As I'm short on time and parking is $8 Canadian an hour, I'm continuing up north. There you find the impressive hydroelectric power plants on both the US and Canadian side. Water division for electricity is limited to ensure the falls remain visually impressive during tourist-heavy daylight hours. At the back you find the Floro clock that is powered by the power plant. I'm driving up to Niagara-on-the-Lake over the Niagara Parkway. Following the Niagara River, this is a scenic route that eventually shows another characteristic of the Niagara region. It's a significant wine producing area with many vineyards and wineries. The unique climate is beneficial for grape growth and the production of a local specialty, ice wine, where grapes are harvested in frozen condition midwinter. You'll find many country markets here, like the Walker's Country Market, with Canada's smallest church. In the market itself, you find local produce and homemade pies. Just a half-hour drive from Niagara Falls on the scenic route brings you to the picturesque town of Niagara-on-the-Lake. It's a regional hub for wine, history, and tourism of the region. I need to head to Toronto, but worth a visit. A rainy ride back to Toronto concludes my trip to Canada. What a pleasure it has been! I flew from Paris to Toronto, a friendly, green and multicultural city. Through St. Jacobs I got to know more about the life of Mennonites. Huntsville, a town close to Algonquin Park, was calm and full of nature. Algonquin Park, absolutely fantastic during the peak of Indian summer. Niagara Falls started as bad tourist trap, but turned out to be a nice experience. I still need to fly back, which you'll see in the next video. I'll cover my flight experience and 4 Air France lounges at Paris airport due to a long layover, even secret areas and lounge spas. In the next video, also Bilbao in Spain. I ate the famous pinchos, met locals, visited a bridge with a story, and the beautiful nature at San Juan de Gaztulugatxe. Subscribe so you'll be notified. Thanks for watching.